Hello, so this is going to be a quick overview of PlanSwift. I'm right now on PlanSwift Professional Viewer 11. I'm just going to show you a quick demonstration on just using it. I'm a demolition estimator, so I'm just going to go through here as a quick go through. So start a new job, put something in here, put the description of job right here. I usually do the customer, job, and then city. You can choose local. You can change this into a server area or a shared folder, and I will go through that a little bit in a little bit. So click next. I already have. You can't have a duplicate job number, so I'll just go put something else here. Go find the job you want to put in. It's going to give you a list. I just put it on mine. Go here, scroll down, click down, look at the jobs, the files you want. So I'm going to do for the bid set for this job here in torrents. Anyone can grab it. Now on this convert settings, they're actually converting the PDF into a TIF. I put it for 300. You could probably put it for 350. This is how, I guess, big it is. More pixels, better. And I put it at true color. Downsize it, and I never do anything with that. Click next, click finish, and now you wait slowly for this. So I've been using PlanSwift for about 8 years now. One of the biggest thing is at the time when we got it, my company got it, it was you buy it and you buy it per user, but you will have it permanently. You don't have to have any subscription. You don't have to pay it again unless you want to get a new seat. You would have to have what they have, a maintenance plan. The maintenance plan you have to pay every year, and you have to pay it per seat that you have. So if you want to get a new seat next year and you didn't have the maintenance plan, you would have to renew the maintenance plan and then buy the seat. Otherwise, if you just had the seats and you were just fine with it, you don't have to buy the maintenance plan unless you really want some updates or buying more seats. That was really great, and that's why we chose PlanSwift over anything else. Everything else was a subscription base. I think it was like $1,500 per user or something like that at the time. So we went for it, and it works great. It has everything we need. Before that, we used VU360, which was Blue Book's free one, and it was a little bit. It was, well, one, it's free, but it works. It just wasn't as user friendly. So now you get here. When you set in a plan, the folders will go here as well as the PDF name. The PDF name will go all the way here, and it'll be the same name as the PDF. You can go in here and set it up. I need to activate it. Don't look at it. Don't you look at it. That sucks. Okay, now I have to stop this. Pause. Okay, we're back. Okay, so the problem is you have a limited number of seats, so if someone has already signed in with all the seats, you won't be able to sign in. You'll get that message saying, hey, you need to re-sign in. I just signed out on my other computer, silly me, but right here is the activation up at settings, activation. It'll let you activate and deactivate. Okay, but you can name these once you open it up. You can just rename it and just go through the files, see which ones you want. Like I said, I'm in demolition, so I would search for all the demo notes. D1. Right click to move around, fairly quick. Scroll to zoom in and out, and you can highlight this with the left click. So just go through here. I will show you some examples of using each of these things. So you got your basic stuff: area, linear, segment, and count. Segment is pretty much the same thing as linear, but it's just one line. And each of these actually have more advanced items as well, but not really necessary. This has your count instead of dots and triangles. You can have it all different sorts of shapes. Alright, this also zoom in, fit the page, pan. You can email your job, print it up here. It lets you have all the fun stuff there, as well as jobs that you can do. Your history of your job. So right here, let's see. Let's just get something quick. Let's see, 9 and 14. Let's do that. Flooring to be removed. Okay. So first thing first, you need to scale the plan. Right here is the scale. It's different on every plan. Architects don't have really too much of a standard. What do you call it? They have a certain standards, but they don't always agree with it. So let's say 110. All right, get that. Always double check dimensions on the plan. So I usually use a door to just double check. If it's around 3, I think the plan is to scale. Otherwise, I also look up here. If this is a good 36 by 24, that's a normal plan size. If this is like 11 by 9, maybe you might not have the right plan size and it's not scaled correctly. And you would get crazy scaled numbers. So let's do here, number 9. Click, you just have to click on it, a little pop-up goes, and I just go existing carpet flooring to be removed. Pick your color. I like to, for areas, I like to do lighter colors. Mainly when you print out, it doesn't eat up your ink. So, see here, you just click, left click, just go here. Right click to drag, move the camera. Click, very easy. So you just go through here. So it's not really clicking. You'll see how it kind of snaps to an angle. You can if you just hold down shift, you can actually avoid that if you need to go at a really weird angle, but this one's actually pretty straight on. So you just click, click. Oh, I made a mistake there. Don't judge me. Click, click, click. So this is just a quick little area. I would suggest using areas first because everything is in layers. So if I did a square foot after I did a linear foot, if they're on the same area, the square foot would kind of be overlapping it and it will dull the bottom color unless you transparent this. And you can always do that by going here, going to properties, the advance. Now this is a little scary. It pretty much looks like an Excel spreadsheet, which kind of is. You can use formulas and you can change all things up on here. But the main one here is transparency, and you can just make something transparent, and it makes it a little bit lighter. Next would be the area, or the linear foot, which let's say you have walls here, number 13. So go here, just click on that, 13, existing partitions, walls to be removed. I like it here, and a fun little thing I found is in the advanced you can make the thickness, and I'll show you that in a little bit as well. So let's say you have 13. I like to go straight down the middle. Boom. Boom. I'm pretty sure that part goes out too, but boom, just as a quick little thing. And over here. Now, if you don't get the right look on it, like maybe it's just snapped out, you can always zoom closer and it will actually won't snap as much. Double click, snaps it into place. Same thing here. You just click, 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 boom. Fairly simple, fairly easy. Go like that. Now, when you zoom in and out, you'll see this actually change. when you print the plans, it's going to be a very thin line. And so to avoid that, you can go here, go to advanced, and you can change the thickness of the wall. And I usually go 0.5, and then I center it. Push OK, and boom. You see how it kind of made it a little bit fatter. And then the last one would be count here. Same thing. Let's say, okay, let's say you have the doors, number 5. Just go to count, say 05, existing doors to be removed. I like to scale these, and I usually get a little bit smaller than the item, and for doors I use red. Boom, and you can just select whatever doors you have. Boom. Now, if you didn't like that shape, you can always change it. You can just double click here, and you can change the shape, whatever you want. And it will change it throughout. Like I said, segment, when I clicked on here, it kept on continuing, but for segment, it would actually just stop once you click. You can still, oh, you can't, nope, my bad. You can click on these and get rid of dots. On here, you can click and adjust. You can double click to add if you needed some more. Maybe there was another angle. Linear foot also lets you do arcs. So you can click, let's say there's an arcway, you can click A and it will make an arc. And then you click the middle of the arc and then you go to the bottom. It will adjust. Double click, snaps it into place. If you don't like this, you can always just click it, maybe go like that, or just delete it, delete. And once you delete all that item, it will just say, do you want to delete this? Say yes. Each item has, oh, my segment still stayed here. So it does everything like VU did, most takeoff software does. What's nice here is you can sort this by name. You can put a legend on your plan. Boom. You can size it like this. And then if you really want, you can, these items can actually, in the advanced, you can actually put how much each one is. So cost, cost type, each, cost of each. So if this was an item, and let's say it's a door, and you charge $25 a door, click OK, boom. It's $25 a door. You can look that in the estimating. If you click up here, it gives you a list of all your items here. And you see here, boom, it already had the cost. It gives a total. You can put a markup on here if you want. Done. And with this, you can actually export it to Excel. Little Excel thing. It shows up here. It doesn't technically pop up. And pop up, it will just go like this. Go back to home. If you have another plan here, let's say there was multiple demo plans, they all have pretty much the same item numbers. You can go onto a different plan, let's scale it, and you can right click and continue with your other items. You see all these things, these are actually pre-sampled items that they give. Go here. You can see here there are other items. One of my favorites is the concrete. If you want to put a slab on grade, these actually have built-in items. Actually, let me show you an example. Let's see. Let's just go back up here. Let's say all this is going to be removed, and if you don't like the look of it, you can always hide it away. by clicking on the light. There, not there. Click it too many times and it'll pop up. Let's say here. So these are predetermined items and you can create your own. And these have what's called assemblies on there. If I go to, let's see, estimates, there's assemblies and parts. This is where you can kind of build your own automated takeoff in a way. So you can say put the equipment in something and it'll tell you how much materials it is. For example, this slab on grade, if I click it, it's going to show me this. It's going to say slab on grade, and is it 4" 6", 6" base, pretty much standard stuff right there. Put a, let's say 5% waste. Boom. Click OK. And now when you do it, click, do here. So everything is actually fairly fast on here. When I was using VU360 back in the day, it was a little bit slow, but I also have a little bit stronger computer than most people. Okay, so slab on grade, and it'll tell you, okay, if it's 6" thick, it's going to have this much cubic yards, it's going to have this many tons of gravel, rebar, rolls of vapor barrier if it's in there, and if you actually have a price for a square foot. And over here it will also bring it. Now it doesn't flow upwards on the cost, so it won't tell you the square foot price. There is a way. I have not got into that. That's in more in advance, and you can manipulate these formulas here to do that. But on here, let's say if you had your slab was like I don't know, $300 a ton. There you go, boom. And like gravel, maybe was, oh, clicked one too many times, did I? Or maybe I'm just not good enough here. Let's say it's $50 a ton. Boom. So, or if you have your, say your guy costs like, he can do how much a square foot? I don't know, like $2 a square foot, something like that. Then it just starts adding up, but it won't follow up to here unless you put a formula in there, and that's a little bit more complicated. There is other videos. If you want, I could link you the video of this really good guy who does that. But that's pretty much PlanSwift, at least what I go through. There are reports here which lets you do per item, per folder, per type, slab on grade, per count, and create quotes if you get into it. Bid cost, nice little breakdown. So it does have a little bit more than what other takeoffs would be, because it's actually doing a lot more than that. This is not cloud-based, so you actually have to download this program, set it up, and for having let me see here. It is, don't look at that. Where are you? There is, oh yeah, data storage right here. You can always add a new one, put your folder in there, find the folder, and you can do it with a local drive as well, and let the local drives be shared. Well, I mean, a network drive, a network folder, put the network folder in here, and so when someone saves it, they'll see it as if you're opening. So that's pretty much it. It has the 3 items that everyone uses. You could make your own items. That's what all these things here. I like this grid view. If you wanted, let's say you are a saw cutter and you wanted to slice and dice a square, you can always put a grid view here. Boom, grid, solid, and let's say your vertical spacing is 1.5. Oh wait, I believe these are in inches. So let's say you wanted to split it every 6 inches. And of course, square foot, I usually get the lighter colors. okay. Hopefully this works. Just make a square. Boom, click, and boom. There you go. Now it gives you, one, the square footage, and two, the interior hash cuts. So if I wanted, like, okay, I need to slice and dice this every 6 inches with a saw, there's 800 feet of cutting. And then of course the perimeter. If you don't know what the perimeter is, because it technically doesn't tell you, you can always open this up, go to advanced, and right down here it will tell you the linear. This is the linear perimeter, so it's about 60 feet. So just add 60 feet with the 800, and there you go. That's how much cutting I would have. Like I say, it actually is a very robust system. It actually can get a lot deeper if you put more time and have pretty much everything automatic for you. For example, up here in templates, you could create your own. Let's say I wanted to copy this, paste this, boom, and then let's say I open this up, and I can automatically have all the numbers ready for it. Let's say, where is it? Where's the cost? Cost of these. Let's say it's 25 feet. Oh, this is by square foot, so let's say $5. Boom, and let's say I just have it like that. Now, let's see, is there a area? One, two, there we go. I can always bring this up. Now, if I could find it again, they have too many of this things in here. Boom, there it goes. Of course, I keep forgetting to scale. Lucky it always warns me. Boom. Let's say okay. And now I can name it and go here. Boom, boom. Okay, maybe I didn't do this correctly. My bad, guys, my bad. So this one is actually similar to these walls, where it's the height. So let's say it's a 10 foot. Go like here. Boom. Boom. So now it's actually taking that linear foot times the height. And then on here. Where is it? Where is it? Where'd you go? Right here. It automatically had the $5 per square foot, and boom. I gotta go, guys, but that was a quick little tutorial. If guys don't care about this, just let me know if you want me to redo this whole thing, because I was jumping all over the place and I was just doing this last minute for all the YouTube fame.